I'm Santa.
And I'm Klaus.
And this is Fillmore News.
What is fracking? Hydraulic fracturing or fracking is a method of extracting natural gas that involves blasting huge amounts of water mixed with sand and toxic chemicals under high pressures deep into the earth. Fracking breaks up rock formations to allow natural gas extraction, but it can also pollute local air and water and endanger wildlife and human health. Fracking has been documented in 10 California counties, which has caused California to be threatened with an impending fracking boom. Let's see what our flashes have to say.
Do you know what fracking is?
I do. It's a topic that we cover here in integrated science. So briefly, it is a process to extract natural gas from what's called shale rock, which is usually found pretty deep underneath the sediment. So what they do is they dig a well directly down into the surface, and they pump what's called volatile organic compounds into the ground. So what these are basically chemicals that are designed to dissolve the shale rock and then to release the natural gas back up through the well, collect it, and then they use the natural gas for energy.
Are you against fracking or for it?
I am strongly opposed to fracking, and this has to do specifically with the contamination process that has been happening not only across the United States, but globally. We have over 200,000 wells here in the United States, and there are thousands of instances of water contamination for people's drinking water, and then also associated health risks with breathing these chemicals as well.
Are you against it or for it?
I'm definitely against it. It seems to be causing a lot of problems where they're doing it, and we don't know what's going to happen as a result of all of the chemicals that come out of the process, so it's scary. No, I don't like it.
I think it seems like a desperate measure to get oil, and we're really in a tough spot because we use oil for our daily life, and we've become dependent on it. And so it makes us do really desperate things to the planet, and it's creating earthquakes in Omaha and Texas, and it's a horrible practice. But we're stuck. We're in a difficult situation.
Can you imagine not having football in high school? Dr. Brandon Maluku, the neuropathologist played by Will Smith in the movie Concussion, is saying that kids under 18 should not play football. According to Dr. Maluku, the brain becomes fully developed at about age 18 to 25, and children should not be involved in high-impact sports.
There's been a recent study that shows that, or scientists saying that kids under 18 shouldn't be allowed to play football due to concussions. What's your opinion on that?
My opinion is I don't agree with them. Number one is that the way they've been working with the kids to prevent them and teach them the prevention of head-to-head contact has been an improvement over the years. The idea of eliminating football for youth is going to take away from some of the things that I learned when I played as a youth, that teamwork and team camaraderie and discipline will be taken away from them. Also the thrill of actually playing the game that is the #1 sport in the United States. I think what they need to do is have the coaches and the trainers be knowledgeable on the situation as much as possible, and that's what would eliminate some of the concussion problem. But it is a contact sport. Things will happen, and if you're playing the game, you know the consequences of it.
Ms. Marty, what do you think about prohibiting football in high school?
I think it would be really sad if they didn't have football teams. I understand the head injuries and all that, and being a mother of a son who I didn't let play football, I still think it would be really sad to get rid of football in high school because it's a big, big thing.
Everyone's excited about the upcoming holidays, but do you ever stop to think about what these holidays mean to us?
It's not all about the presents. It's about family, friends, and the spirit of giving.
And presents, too.
What's up for Christmas?
Absolutely.
What does it mean to you?
Mostly it's a time to get together with family. We didn't make a big deal out of Christmas gifts because there was 10 of us. So it was more about getting together and having a good meal, watch a football game.
I'm here with the librarian, Ms. Ramirez. I'm about to ask you some questions, right?
Okay.
Ms. Ramirez, what do you usually do during Christmas?
Christmas time. Christmas time I get together with my family, and it's a lot of us, and we do gift exchange, and we eat. My mother makes tamales, pozole, yummies. We eat all night until midnight, and then the kids get to open their gifts at midnight. And then everybody goes home, and then we go and open our own gifts with our own families. That's what we do.
Oh, yay! Are we gonna do a brave train now? Yeah. Oh, no for Tommy.
That's it for 2015. See you next year, Flashes!
Okay, I'm here with Nurse Blanca, and I'm gonna ask you some quick questions. Do you celebrate Christmas?
Yes, I do.
And if so, oh, what is it?
What's she gonna be like? What's she gonna be like?
Sausage! Sausage! You gotta be loud. Sausage! Gotta be loud. Sausage!
What's she gonna be like? What's she gonna be like?